This is probably one of my favourite spots in the house. In the end, I spent about $250,000. So what I did was design a modular system that can be put up and taken down really quickly. I'm one person and I can take care of this whole place by myself, and that's what I like. Hey, I'm Rebecca. This is my tiny home and I'm going to show you around. Come on in. Welcome to my kitchen. Starting off with obviously the mirrors behind me. The mirror splashback makes the space look double its size. What I've done over here is have this countertop a lot more shallow, so it doesn't impede on the space so much, but you're still getting a lot of counter space, and having these high enough so that you can stand here and work without a dog in your head. With the design of my kitchen, I've kind of wanted to use really clean lines. So I've got this sort of form going across here and then folding down and into the countertop here. These countertops are really thin, so like 10 mils. This is solid porcelain. It's a lovely finish. I got it from the joiner who just had an offcut. This is basically my pantry up here. That's all I need. I don't really go through a lot of food. It is big enough to hold a larger fridge, but I found that the smaller one does everything I need it to do. So another little space hack in here. So this isn't openable, that's a fixed panel, but you can open it this side and pull out your kettle and your toaster. I don't have a microwave, but this is a combi oven. It's a conventional oven with a microwave function as well, and a little dish drawer. So I'm getting everything I need, all my appliances in one line there. It's just a 2-burner. I've got big gas bottles out the back, so the gas bottles do the burner and the hot water. We are in my lounge. So this is probably one of my favourite spots in the house. I really wanted it to feel really spacious and big. So throughout the space, there's tall windows to sort of accentuate the height. And with the lighting in here, I've brought that down to the wall. That kind of makes the space feel cozier with the big void. You know, you get the space, but then you do want to feel like it's human scale as well. So bringing those lights down and the TV low creates a nice little cozy space that does feel at the same time really big. With the furniture as well, like choosing items that don't have big solid bases. So sort of keeping everything light and off the floor really helps. I know I've got a sofa that's a big solid thing. If I was to choose another one, it would be on legs and lifted up. But I love my sofa anyway, so I'm going to live with that. This is my bathroom. Welcome. This is another one of my favourite spaces in the house. It's pink. Not everybody likes that, but I do. So this bulkhead is here because upstairs there's a walkway and we want it to get the right head height up there and not have to crouch when I'm in the loft. But then I've lowered the floor in the shower just a touch, which means that I can comfortably, shower and wash my hair without crouching down here. So I went with the flushable toilet here. I got the option to connect to a septic tank, so I thought, yes, let's do that and not worry about composting at this point. But if I ever move to a piece of land where I need to, I can swap it out. Also, I didn't put a fan in here for practical reasons. I've got a bulkhead up there. There's nowhere to extract the air. So I thought we'll just go with the window. And I think I might have misjudged that. We are in my son's room. This is Hugo's room. One of Hugo's favourite things is the stars and the moon, so I really played up with that. This obviously is a bulkhead upstairs, so we can get that walkway, and I've just used that as a nice sort of backdrop for a little mural. I've got a sliding panel over there that slides across to block out the sun when it's bedtime. I have got room for all his stuff. At the moment, this is just a temporary setup. I am going to get his bed on a base and have drawers that come out underneath it and do something quite cool, I think, with a piece of furniture here that he can kind of climb on and display his toys. So this staircase has got a couple of space hacks going on with it. I've got drawers in these first 4 roses, 1, 2, 3, 4. So these just pull out. And also this is the cupboards from the kitchen, just the back of them. So those open up, they're really deep and you can fit lots of stuff in there. Yeah, so the reason I went tiny was life circumstances, really. I was coming out of a relationship breakdown. With the breakup, I just ended up landing on my sister's doorstep. I lived in their house for a while, but in a very, very small room. It didn't have any windows. So that was some real good training to live tiny. You know, I really grasped onto this idea of a tiny home. My family were unsure. They're like, are you sure you can do this? Like, it's a lot of money and it's a tiny home. Like, can you live like that? But I was certain I could, so I did it. So this is my office. I have a really cool space to work in. It's like just a mezzanine little space overlooking the lounge, so I can see Hugo when he's playing in the lounge and I'm up here working. And yeah, enough space for me to do my design work and keep it tidy. I've got storage under here, which is part of the bedroom joinery. A nice spot to work. I feel like I feel happy when I get to sit down and start creating up here. Really nice, light, warm space as well. We're in my favourite spot. This is my bedroom. I spend most of my time in here unconscious, but when I do get the opportunity, I will sort of lounge around in the sun puddles and just really enjoy being up here. It's pretty amazing. So another thing I've done here is put all my storage under the bed. So these little things flap down. So I've got quite a bit of storage under here. This is a queen size bed. I usually get to sleep in a quarter of it and my son sleeps along there every night. I had a budget, which was $200,000, like I wasn't going to go over that. And it was that because that's the money that I could borrow. But then there were a lot of hidden costs. Getting it on the site and getting the site work done was costly. In the end, I spent about $250,000. Maybe I'll expand my tiny living in terms of, you know, expanding the outdoor area and maybe getting another pod for Hugo as he gets older. I don't think that I want a bigger space. I like having a manageable property. Like, I'm one person and I can take care of this whole place by myself, and that's what I like. So this is my deck. I feel that it's very important to have a deck if you've got a tiny home. You need that extra space to be able to live, I think. So what I did was develop a deck system. I saw the need when I got into looking at tiny homes, and there was sort of no real good answer for a deck for tiny homes because they can't really be connected to the house with New Zealand legislation. So what I did was design a modular system that can be put up and taken down really quickly. It means that with moving a tiny home, you can take your deck down and move it with you and put it back up again. So, and we've refined it and got it ready to take it to the market and be a sellable product for other people with tiny homes. So I can show you how it works. We use Neurojacks, which are basically jacks that just sit on a paver without being fixed down. They're just plastic jacks that are height adjustable and they tilt as well. So then you can lay your jacks out and then you can put framing on top of that. So it's the framing that I've designed really. These are just aluminium sections. They're notched so they fit perfectly into each other and create a frame. The other special thing is that they've got these holes at the right places. So they take these clips which sit inside the boards like that. So every hole takes a clip and holds the board down. And so there's no nails or screws or anything. These are wood plastic composites so they don't warp and you can keep using them over and over again. So it's a modular system. Basically you can choose from all different sizes and then it gets sent out to you and you put it up and take it down and take it with you. Advice I would give to somebody planning to go tiny would be encouragement, definitely. It's not hard, it's easy, and life is easier living in a tiny home. So I would say drop the fear, go for it, and do your homework. Look around, know yourself, know what you want, and find it. My business that we've created for the deck system is called Ready Deck Systems. You can find us on our website, readydecksystems.co.nz, and we're also on Instagram, ReadyDecksNZ, and we've got a Facebook page as well. So yeah, trying to drum up as much business as I can to pay that mortgage. Yay!